It's Thursday, January 13th. I'm back down on the river. I've got company, so I couldn't set up right where I wanted to. So I got further upstream so that I could be just around the corner from those guys that set up over there. It's about a minute or two before legal, and I just saw a duck fly by. It just flew by. So we're gonna hunker down, get ready for legal time.
Somebody's getting some shooting in. My neighbors are getting some shooting in. Finally on the board. Here's another look. I miss those jokers. Funny what you catch when you're editing. Opposite angle. Landed about 12 feet to my right, so it was a pretty long retrieve.
I was just looking at what I would do different if I were to set up over in this vicinity again, and I see a duck back here. I think it's a golden eye, but it might be floating toward me, so I'm going to keep my eye on back there. It's probably more than one. We'll see if we can't get them. I haven't seen any ducks in the sky for a while, and I'm going to leave that single duck alone because I think there's probably more up here. It's pretty neat. I was trying to film that duck, and a deer had popped out, whitetail. So I'm going to go up here to where I river jumped those ducks 2 days ago, and hopefully I can do a better job shooting and get more than one if they're out there. I have a feeling that single duck over here is just one of several back here. So I think once I shoot, if I get a shot on one, I need to be cognizant because I think the river's gonna light up with a few more ducks.
I got one duck spotted, so I'm going to stalk it. It's a diver duck. So when it dives under, I walk, stop, and squat down. Wait for it to pop back up and dip back under, and then I start walking again. Rinse and repeat until I'm in range. and another sweet GoPro freeze. But I got this camera angle and I got the gun cam on, so I got something to show you. Behind. Behind. Well, my camera doesn't work and neither do I. Sitting there flustered, looking around, pick up my shells. So I go back and check on that single bird and it's actually out there. So I'm going to do the same spot and stalk. When it dives, I walk, stop and squat down, let it pop back up, wait for it to dive again, get up and move. Again, rinse and repeat until I'm in range. One more push forward and I should be in range. Another angle. Reach over, grab my spent shell before it floats away. Up in a little cove, so it's not going to float back to me, so I got to go get it. Again, I'd like to reinforce safety here. I'm familiar with parts of this river and understand where some of the channels are, so even though the river right now is extremely low, there are some spots where there's a channel, typically where the river's a little narrower, that I can't cross even while it's this low. And so in this case, I couldn't go straight to the duck. I had to go up and around to get to it. And so that's a caution. The footing is typically good, and when the sun's up, I can generally see the bottom. So I'm not blind. If I can see the bottom, then I know I'm good to go, obviously. But there are some spots where it looks like a hard bottom, where you got the little river rocks, and you step and you sink about that much. So that can be a little unnerving when you think you're about to hit a solid bottom, and then it just gives away under your feet. So you definitely want to use caution when on the river. Typically, I would use a duck stick and go out in front of me if I can't see the bottom. And that's what Phil and I do in the swamps in North Carolina, because most of those swamps are usually a creek that's dammed up by a beaver. So even though you have this big swamp and it might only be knee deep, mid-thigh deep, somewhere in there is a creek channel. And you don't want to find that creek channel and go up over your waders or possibly over your head, especially when it's cold, and especially if you're by yourself and you don't even have anybody to help you out. So be careful on the river, be careful in the swamps.
Well, it was a pretty good day down here on the river. Not too bad. I don't think I saw quite as many ducks as I did on Sunday. And Tuesday I didn't see quite as many as I saw then. So today was a little less ducks, but calling those mallards in, that was pretty fun. I can't say I've ever actually called in some birds, but those ones definitely came to me. They're about to land on these guys. They got two mojos going over there. And them birds just about went over there. For some reason, they didn't shoot at them. They've been sky busting some stuff at pretty high altitude. And surprised they didn't shoot at them. Glad they didn't. Because those ducks, those mallards definitely were coming in to my decoys.
can't complain about that haul for the day. That's the biggest and smallest duck I think you'll see on the river. Big mallard, tiny bufflehead. So hope you like this video. There will be yet some more Colorado waterfowl hunting. Give us that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button down there, and as always, thanks for watching.